Hello. I'm the Wandering Newbie, double checking that I've tweeted out that I'm live. Profile? I did. Okay. Anywho, I'm the Wandering Newbie. It's time for a record keeper. Let me get my windows in order. Let me hit this button. Today, we got a couple things to get through. Literally one on a countdown here. 3 minutes, 3 hours, hour and a half remaining until Sleepless City and the Stroke of the Brush go away. And then we got this Chaotic Memories of the Stroke of the Brush. Maybe I'll hit up the Rift. Something. There's content to get through. I haven't streamed in a week because I was planning to do this on Tuesday. But time makes fools of us all. And I was not able to do that. I highly recommend to all the streamers out there, A, try not to eat directly before going live, and B, if you are, do make sure the thing you're eating isn't spicy. I was hoodwinked, so that's an entirely different state of being right now. But the same problem when teaching classes remotely. It's one of those things of like, I've been getting worse and worse about getting like stream started on time, getting things done before having to start the stream, all that kind of stuff. So I've been finding myself eating on stream or eating during the pre-roll and all that. Definitely have had issues because of that, not gonna lie. Was Shiva really the last thing I did on stream? Lord, Shiva feels like it happened a month ago. Anywho. The one thing on this trip to the store that I found that I'm very excited about, so I've talked about this on stream a number of times, that I drink the sparkling ice flavored water because I feel like it's really good. It tastes good. It tastes better than most flavored waters I've ever had. It's only like 5 calories. They make caffeinated ones now, which rules. Anyway. You know, my thing is usually only using 5-star moves, and I accidentally put a 6-star on Freya. Well, I'll fix that on the next fight. Oh no, wait, that's multi-bright. I'm good. I'm nice. I thought that was, passion. So, Atomo's here could be dangerous for an ultimate purely because of the gravity-based attacks. We'll have to see how that shakes out once we outpace them. But I think with 2 self-healers, you can do a pretty good job with a solely realm-based team. Fun fact, this party here was actually set up like 3 weeks ago. So I actually remember nothing about it. It always bears mentioning that, if you're looking to utilize underpowered teams just due to you being a new player or whatever, Monks and Thieves are godsends because they both self-buff and they both self-heal. So, I mean, that's just 2 units that you really don't ever have to think about. And there you have it. But see, Kasumi, having like kickback in your stomach in the middle of a stream or a session, the very handy thing with those is you have mute buttons. Oh my god, okay. So, speaking of that, a story just popped in my head. I had an interview, at this point 2 weeks ago, at a company called SystemsNet. And so, the thing with interviews is I have a lot, as you can hear, my very beautiful voice that you are receiving in your ear holes. And my streaming software, which everything is coming through at 60 frames per second, yada yada yada. I got that all squared away. Due to my own shyness and what have you. I don't own a webcam. So the only webcam I have are my phone and my laptop. Also, another reason to not have a webcam, you can't see this, but behind me is kind of an open closet with a lot of garbage stacked up in it. So the backdrop for me ain't great in my office. So, getting this virtual interview and what have you, as they want to during the lockdown / pandemic / whatever you want to call it. Is everybody just gravity in this event? I use my laptop. And the built-in, well, I don't use the built-in mic on my laptop because it's garbage. But I have a nice old desktop mic that, the quality can be better. It picks up way too much ambient noise, but hey, what are you gonna do? It's a mic that I can plug and use. Problem being is that it doesn't noise cancel. So it'll get them speaking back to me through the speakers. And that's unprofessional. And usually what I do is I mute myself when I'm not talking, that way that doesn't happen. But that's a pain in the butt. So this time around, I had the genius idea of, oh, that's right, I got those Bluetooth headphones recently, and like the little earbuds, you put them in your ear, you can barely see them. I should use those during my interview, that way they don't hear the echo of their own voices. And like, I'm hiring for a tech job, so if I explain that sort of thing, if they even call it out, they'll be like, oh, it's very good, like, sort of, preventative measures, you know, very, very good of you, that kind of stuff. So I was like, I'm a genius. But of course, with every situation where you start out with saying, I'm a genius, there's of course the blowback. And about halfway through the interview, you know, we're going back asking questions and say, do you have any questions about the job? And I said, well, you know, this invitation kind of came out of nowhere. I looked into the company. What does Imperil do? Must be a defense down. Oh, that's a full break. Rough. So I asked, you know, details on the job and all of that. And he starts explaining it. And then about a minute into his explanation, I start getting really bad static through the Bluetooth headset. Then I can't fix it on the fly. And eventually just had to unsync the Bluetooth headset from my laptop and mute myself and just listen to them the old-fashioned way. The thing I was trying to avoid doing. And missed almost like the entirety of his explanation about the position. And felt super bad. But hey, what are you gonna do? Technology's gonna fail. I have not had that happen with those earbuds since, and I've started using them with my laptop all the time now. It was just this one time during the worst possible thing for them to just crap out completely. It was amazing. Excuse me. Maybe at some point down the line I'll get a webcam. I don't know. I don't do fantastic lighting here. Yo! Happy birthday! And thank you for the resub! Wasp Slug.
Yesterday was birthday, today was stressful, time to partake in the void of gacha.
Speaking of the void of gacha, I picked up another gacha because I have a problem. I probably talked about this on stream at some point, but I forget. I started playing the Toho gacha. It's good. It's alright. It's early gacha problems right now of there's just nothing going on. There's like an event. And the story was cute. The main problem with the early Toho gacha is so much of it is Toho 6 focused, and I share the same opinion as Doc of Toho 6 is boring. And overplayed. But, they have to pull people in some way. Hello. I have also been having the very unhealthy thought of I should try out Genshin just to build an opinion on it. And because I'm bored. I still have not. But I have definitely had that thought multiple times in the last 2 weeks. But also, Princess Connect finally got his first piece of like actually hard content this last week. So that was fun. Very hard boss in Princess Connect is rude. It is the first thing in a long while that I can't just one-shot, or one attempt, I should say. It actually requires 3 attempts to get through, because I can get it to like below half health on my first attempt at it, and then the second one, it just goes into rage mode and blows my party up pretty fast. Because that's the thing I always love with a new gacha, is you get the gacha initially, and you go, okay, so this is pretty cool. And then the thing always feels too easy for a while, and then eventually they throw the first thing at it that actually requires like thought. And you go, alright, now I see where this game is going. Brain, please. Sorry, my brain just stopped completely there for a second. Excuse me. So you always start with Ravager. We have a nice regen going to deal with passively deal with the damage. Well, not Regenga, major regen. Regen across the party. Is Labyrinth update this week? Ooh, we do have a slow. Next week. Alright. Yeah, I can't wait for Labyrinth either. That's gonna be interesting. Wait a minute. We are on wait, right? Yes. I'm also very excited for tomorrow. For reasons that I can't entirely disclose yet. Soon. Actually, I probably will announce on Twitter and the Discord and everything what occurs tomorrow. Once I talk to people. Alright, so that Gravaja, I think, is max HP based. Oh wait, we had Astra up, so we didn't actually take damage there. Alright, that's right. We're here. It's time for Mark to show up. Why does that do so little damage? Like what? You're in Elemented, you have magic buffs. I don't know, I just feel like that should have at least hit damage cap. Or at least like been in the high 6,000s, not middle 4,000s. God, Mark. This was the first time I've ever used Mark. Wild. Like I said, that sandwich was a little spicy. I guess because it was AoE and multi-element, it had a lower multiplier? Maybe? Sure. 6 group attacks with a 2.37 multiplier. Attack res 50% down for 25 seconds. And of his soul breaks, that one has the highest entry multiplier per hit. Why is Mark so bad? Like 1000% Mark is, we built the character wrong as a joke. I'm glad for how simpler event fights have become to allow me to, like, kind of crack open the character list and be like, who do we mess around with today? Whomst. Is Mount Gulg the best song from the original FF1 OST? No, FF1. FF1 OST. Because that's what this is. This is a remix of Mount Gulg. Oh, Matoya's theme. You're... Ooh, that's a good point. Strong argument for Matoya's theme. What's my iPhone at? 38%? That's enough to put it up here. FF1 feels like one of those games I need to replay, and I would probably play the GTA remake to remind myself of the OST. Alright, so Medini here seems to be outrageously tanky. But then again, we have a team here of, oh, we're getting ready. Believe me, you. We're charging. I don't know why I thought Medine would be mainly magic. Or I can pay the PSP version, which is just the GBA version, is better. Not wrong. Alright, so that Terra homing is entirely neutered. That horming Terra. Huh. Again, excuse me. Man, imagine fighting Bahamut's. Imagine doing current content in Record Keeper. What a dream. somebody brought something up in chat, and now I'm actually gonna look something up. Nope, search for this instead. Okay. Toph is not an actual word. Just had to be sure. Just need to make sure. Could be one of those weird things in video games where you think it's a misspelling, but it's actually some archaic English word from like the 14th century. Alright. Well, short of it, Medine, not too scary. Has a couple of gravity attacks, and I think that's really the big things to look out for. Does do silence and blind, and I don't know where that actually occurs. We did not see it at all. Revengeance is a real word, though. Unless that's what you mean, like... At least I am 90% sure that revengeance is a real word. I feel like I'll look this up. Okay, maybe it's not. Yeah, furious, a furious act of revenge to use violence to attain peace is revengeance. Though, if you search the word revengeance, you'll mainly get results for Metal Gear Solid, but it is an actual word. Oh. Every time. Yeah, so the biggest thing whenever people point at like 4 and 6 translation as being like spotty at times, the thing I always recall is, man, it sure was one guy doing the entire goddamn game. That's the same team. God bless Woolsey. Not just for some of the lines that he gave us, but God, he was under a time crunch that nobody should ever have to deal with. Speaking of localization and like good, bad localization, myself, Doc, did I just lose the emulator? There it is. Excuse me, Lord, I'm gonna mute myself on the next one of those. I swear to God. Me, Doc, Tina, and Sana. And we're actually watching through a couple episodes of the first Ghost in the Shell standalone complex the other night. And we had the realization that Probably one of the reasons why Ghost in the Shell has such a good localization and like great voice acting and everything like that is because some of the scenes of that anime are people mind talking to each other, that they don't have to like sync lip flaps or anything like that. So they can kind of just deliver the lines as they see fit and write the lines as they see fit. They don't have to sync up to anything. So a lot of the lines could be localized where like in the Japanese they may have said like a singular like 2 words or something like that is like an idiom, whereas like you could translate that to a completely different English idiom that makes the same amount of sense but is way longer, because that's what happens in a couple scenes. It's pretty neat. Oh right, I ran 2 thieves here. I was staring at this going like, hey, what was my plan? Also, what was my plan? Because I don't think I have an attack buff here. Hey, newbie of 2 weeks ago? Heck with it, we'll do it live. Oh, Lunar, the outtakes at the end are... I can't remember if it was Lunar 1 or 2 that specifically has an outtake that goes on of this guy messing up like a singular line. Like 20 times it felt like, just because he was like, I can't get it right with the lip flaps. I get it off every time. This guy takes this weird pause in the middle of the sentence and I just can't get that straight. The voice actor for Galleon is amazing. I was meant to look up to see if he did anything else. Alright, this team's pushing along at a pretty solid pace. Honestly, going back to it, you didn't miss out on too much. Lunar was fine at the time, but it's extremely one of those things that after going back and playing Lunar again, I don't think it's a fantastic game. It has aged not great, both in like subjects that it hits at times, and just pacing. The big thing that everybody complains about, the difficulty of Lunar, actually isn't a problem, I found. the real problem with Lunar is that it's boring. I think I still have the Lucius pendant somewhere. I gotta go through my boxes that I brought over when I moved out. Yeah, those games were of an era. For sure. Grandia is another one of those games that I want to go back to at some point, but as far as games that I need to stream, I put so much on my plate at this point. Hey, did you know that 100 Heroes comes out in like a year and a half? It's wild. Have I played through Xenoblade before? No. Don't plan on it. Game's too long for me. Speaking of newbie games, any Zeldas in the pipeline? I don't know, because at this point, I just have like 3D Zeldas to play. One of the games that was actually on the docket to be in my my birthday marathon on last Tuesday was to play through Zelda 1 all the way. To play the CDI games. No. A, I don't feel like getting a CDI emulator working. B, no. Anyway, that's one. This was a Meek fight, yes. Oh, that's right, I never played Minish Cap. Minish Cap's alright. The Keystone stuff is garbage, but it's a solid game, if I remember right. I would play, like, Phantom Hourglass as well, but I really don't feel like trying to get touch controls to be not finicky. Then what I could do is I could attempt to play through, what's it called? Spirit Tracks, finally, which is the one. Spirit Tracks is the better of the two? No, it's not. Spirit Tracks is bad. Spirit Tracks is the only Zelda game I haven't beaten. Not counting the CDI games. Sorry, my brain broke there. I feel like it doesn't, though. Like, the train stuff is actually really annoying because it's the boat, except you're on rails. And I'll be honest, I really can't remember any of the dungeon stuff one way or another. And also, it has the pan flute, which literally made me put down the game and walk away because it was so finicky, I couldn't progress through the game anymore. Anyway, let's see what Arceer has going for him. Had that big gravity move right at the start. Use some running starts to build up counts of attacks made. That way, our second move goes off faster. Get the defense down, and then just start going ham. Now, World Ends With You. There's a DS RPG. So far, it definitely seems like Arc is nothing but big gravity damage. I'm like waiting for the other shoe to drop with Arc here. Because nothing it's doing is like really scaring me so far. But then again, this is only the 300 version. So what the Labyrinth does is actually kind of dope. There are different levels of the dungeon, and all that really changes is the drop rate and the quality of the stuff that drops. And what it is it is character-specific artifacts. So, super powerful weapon, armor, and accessories that can only be equipped on a character. I believe they have set bonuses as well. And the biggest thing about it is they get their own inventory slot, so that doesn't take up your inventory count. So, hey, that's dope. You get a Bart set for free. You probably get an Earth Bart set. I can see that. Alright. Was worried that was going to be party-wide confuse. Yes, they really need to get rid of the inventory stuff just in general. It doesn't add anything to the game anymore. Let me peep this spreadsheet. Kite put in here. Ah, characters with unique armor sets. Got it. Yeah. Wait, really? Sid from 14 has one first before anybody else? Amazing. Nobody from Tactics yet. Nobody from 15 yet. Type 0 has a bunch. Either way, neat. Yeah, it's going to be a new piece of content to do that... Oh, here's the... Why did I think that was going to be knocked to 1? Huh. Does he even have an awakening? Yes, I think he got one recently. I'm fine with characters being max level 99. They've added enough stuff that over levels that it's like... whatever. There's no reason to increase the level cap. But definitely things like inventory limit, I can kind of understand, but like... there's a lot of things that they messed up with the whole inventory system. Record board was basically the jump to level 120. There is probably something in the code that... like, I would not be surprised if there are only 2 digits for character levels in the code, and that's why they can't go higher. Because it's just hard-coded in the game that characters can only go up to, like, 99. Hey, you know what's dope? I really don't actually have to change anything. Because secretly, anything changed about this encounter is behind the scenes. It's just soul breaks. Six-star motes are hard to get. I don't know what you're talking about. Stares at my giant pile because I don't license dive anyone. Just hoard them forever, and then you have infinite motes. It's easy. That gravity, though, every time. I mean, mote discrepancy has been something that's been in the game since whenever they added motes. Remember the problem with 4-star vitality motes? Was it 3-star vitality? No, it was 4-star. Yeah. Oh, so Arc is tanky, huh? Well, or I just need to actually hit him with wind. One of the things that I'm really curious about that I don't think there's really any way to check is how many characters are in the game now. It's one of those things that I'm morbidly curious about. Especially with stuff like in Dragalia Lost. They added a new system that allows you to see who you worked on or haven't worked on, and who you have and don't have, and it's really fun to see like which characters I just haven't hit yet. Which limited characters I went and pooled for and then just never used as a joke. Alright, here we go. This one's the biggie. Fuck 'em up, Arts. If you count Kingdom Hearts and all the core classes, there's 245 characters. That feels right though. Like like you could tell me that and I'd be like, yeah, no, that's accurate. I see. Well, time for 2 characters to get through that last percentage. Oh, are we gonna get there? I can't remember. Was Angelo's? I don't remember Angelo's hero ability being bad. I feel like that'd be a thing I would have to look into. Anyway, got there. Three hits without, 5 hits with damage reduction barrier. I see, so if you don't have it, it's kind of butt cheeks. Also, I had to put a coin in the swear jar. I have actually legitimately been trying not to swear as much on stream, and I slipped an F-bomb in there. Okay. So there we go. That's the 9 stuff done. Slide to that 12. Of Gabranth and his son Gabranth. Oh, I forgot to change this. Man. I had this ready to go and everything. Well. I know this is a song from 12, but it makes me think of a different game, and I can't put my finger on it. And I feel like the other game it makes me think of would make sense. Oh! Vagrant story. Like I said, it would make sense. That part with like the flutes going is extremely Vagrant story. One moment. I feel my throat coming on. I'm actually in mute for this one. Whew. That was a big coughing fit. Crop file. Save as. Yes, I think Vagrant Story is the furthest down the timeline that the Evil East games go. Or I think it's related to the Evil East games somehow. I think it takes place in Evil East? I really don't remember. Doc would be the one to ask. Doc being the Vagrant Story expert. I don't count the Tactics games, Tactics Advanced games as being in the Evil East timeline because they kind of aren't. They are and aren't at the same time. They're all weird. Yeah, I'm excited for Tendril Tailor Relics again. That's gonna be fun. Anyway, here's two judge boys. They're really not that scary. Oh, that's right. People who missed the birthday marathon, the birthday adjacent marathon, we found out that there is a very direct Tactics Ogre reference in the new Bozja content. I just saw somebody mention Tactics Ogre in the chat. There is a beast tamer in there with two griffins, both called like something junior. Like I think it might literally be called Beld the Junior and stuff like that. Anyway, that was the judges. They're an ultimate fight. What do you want? Oh, somebody said something about battle laws in Record Keeper, and now I'm just thinking about how dope of a mechanic you could do for like a singular dungeon where, like, do it sort of like the battle reel from 7, but make it so it's like stuff like can't use awakenings or something like that. So like you actually have to bring like a billion different tools to a fight to get around any stoppages that may occur. You could actually do something really good with that. Whoops. We had something adjacent to that, but not in that regard. Oh, pardon me. I just had to have another coughing fit. I've had to do a lot of yard work the last 2 days. Every time I see it, the 14 event kind of made people have to not use synchros for Titan and Ifrit. It's like, okay, Titan I can understand. Come on, people. I still can't believe people got mad about having to think about Ifrit, which was like Babytown, USA. People got mad about a Final Fantasy 14 event and then wonder why we don't get Final Fantasy 14 events, because they like to put effort into the 14 events and then people get mad about the effort that they put in. Oh, weird. Could be anything. Maybe nerds are bad, actually. Whew. You know what? Sometimes you just gotta be nice. I'll agree with you. with that, Kasumi, that the Titan auto-ejecting if he advances to the next phase with targeting still up. Sorry, that sentence was hard for some reason. That was some BS. Not well designed in that aspect. Well, anyway, this is a multi-target fight, which means, of course, the multis of that targets are outrageously squishy. Also, apparently, this boss respects taunt. So, hey, bring taunt. I'm gonna drink some normal water. See if that clears up these coughing fits at all. I can really do without the coughing. Look, I'm a big fan of our goofy orb boy, but not right now. I love whenever we get a 12 event and I go, okay, I can make a team of casters. It's gonna be real easy. I have a lot of stuff for Ash in Realm, so it shouldn't be too hard to find things to buff magic. And then remember that all of Ash's things are swords, as are most of Larsa's things are swords. So really, if you're using off-realm characters, you don't have anything to buff stats. These coughs aren't getting picked up too much, right? When I turn my head like way far away from my mic, they should be fairly inaudible. Because then I'll feel real bad. Okay. There are just times where I cannot get to my mic and mute it in time. Speaking of a blast from the past, hey, y'all remember Ultimate Vossler? Or was it double plus ultimate? I forget what level of ultimate it was that was a complete pain. Ah, the Tankster. Thank you for the follow. Stupidly hard Vossler fight that took me, I think, 4 hours to clear live with no soul breaks. Eventually became like this weird strategy of getting, I think, Paladin Cecil really low on health so that he would pool all the attacks because Vossler always attacked the lowest health person. And so I had like Paladin Cecil in the back row. And I did like targeted healing. It was weird. It was a really bizarre strategy for the time. There were some really rough early fights when Ultimates started becoming a thing. And even like double pluses and stuff like that later down the line. I remember the Aoife tree being a really long one. Anyway, with all that said, let's just blow up Vossler with no problem. Shinra building event for the first year of the game. I think that was the one event that was before my time, because I started during the Paladin Cecil, Dark Knight Cecil event. Because I remember people talking about an event where you fought a flying enemy with, like, we were at the point in the game where basic attack was still an option, and there weren't that many ranged options for stuff, so a lot of people had to, like, craft 30 copies of Thunder. I mean, Parade Philo was its own thing because, again, Record Keeper had a very bad tendency to introduce new difficulty levels and then them to be absolutely impossible. The one thing I legitimately do miss 100% was back when EX fights were first introduced. So the plus fights, which we eventually, because I think in Japan they're called EX, so we would call them EX Plus and EX Plus Plus. When those were first introduced, the EX Plus was always a boss rush. And it ruled. It was so much fun. And then, you know, eventually they stopped doing that because it will always make events simpler. To some degrees that I disagree with. But I remember the first EX fight that was ever introduced was a 4-stage fight in FF10 against every one of the Sin Spawner. In an era where, again, in an era where, you know, 4-star abilities were rare. Man, I miss Power Chain Full Charge. That was such a cool mechanic. Yeah, I'm curious now. Let's take a small trip down memory lane, alright? Here we go. Final Fantasy Record Keeper Tempered Resolve bonus battles full stream, 3 hours and 13 minutes. That was Ultimate Valslayer right there. FF9 IFA, 2 A's. 2 I's, I meant. I think that was a plus IFA tree? No. Is it just a singular plus? Was that just an ultimate? Was that before I was splitting up videos? Wow. Well then. Yeah, I can't even search that one. Anyway, the Record Keeper used to be way worse, but also to a degree I am nostalgic for some of that era because party comps are a bit more interesting. You had to do shenanigans in some fights, and that's something I can always like, you know, hold in my heart a little bit. Things like a boss would constantly cast Reflect, but spells were the best DPS that we had at the time. So you would cast Reflect on a party member, and they would use Drain, cast it on themselves, and you would Reflect bounce spells back onto enemy. Things like that just don't exist anymore, which is fine because like we moved on to more like some more interesting stuff. But I am nostalgic for goofy strats like that, an entire party using Retaliate because the boss only used physical attacks, like weird goofy strategies like that. Oh yeah, old quest system was bad. 100%. Oh, you alright? Little hiccup there, emulator. Hey, Rackus, Rackus. Thank you for the raid. We're playing a bit of Final Fantasy Record Keeper, the mobile phone game that is good. It's a goofy little game that kind of simulates turn-based Final Fantasy combat pretty well. Well, ATB combat. Except I've turned it into turn-based mode because I'm an adult. I hit the I'm an adult button. That's the other thing I'm nostalgic for is, and I've said this a billion times in the past, but I always feel it's worth mentioning, is the nightmare fights. The nightmare fights were so neat. funny, I feel like I get that a lot more than you would think, is a lot of people saying, like, yeah, I found your stuff through watching your Nightmare Fight stuff. Always feels good. That was back in the day when I would kill myself to get like on stream and look up Japanese information on things so that I could literally go live the second fights came out and do them on stream, which, like, nowadays I would look at that and be like, yeah, I'm an adult though. Oh, excuse me. The V-Prisoner in Slyo. Also remember from the Mega Man Legends LP. Man, what a good LP. Fun times in that one. I'm really... Alright, so tangentially related to old LP stuff because it's referenced in that LP of... I'm so upset that the original main gate video is lost to time. I don't know if you can find it anywhere anymore. Yeah, I feel like there has been a really entertaining sort of like passing of the torch switching of things now at this point, like over the course of me streaming Record Keeper of I started out being like, alright, I'm going to get everything done as soon as possible and help people out because I was in that place at one point where I needed help, but I never found good guides because everybody just uses soul breaks and I have garbage luck in the gacha and I can't pull soul breaks, so I'm going to make stuff that doesn't use soul breaks, and that was my thing. And then over the course of the years, I found myself having less time to do stuff, so it sort of turned into this thing of, well, I'll get the stuff when I can, and then people who originally started watching me to learn how to clear fights from my content are now clearing content before me, and I go to them for advice for how to do stuff. Ooh, I didn't bring a heal. Excuse me. Oh, trust me, I will post in the Discord whenever I get to if Bahamut happened. That was a sentence. You know what I meant. Oh, why did you get blinded? Wait, you have blind resist. How did you get blinded? Alright. How are people getting blinded? It's not ignoring resistance, right? No, it's just normal blind. How are people getting blinded? Anyway. The classic. Oh, computer. Stop all the emulating. Do I do a stream of Labyrinth Dungeons the day it drops, though? Do we call back to the classic of immediately streaming Record Keeper content? I mean, some of those dungeons are easy. Some of them are very hard. Some of those are harder than 6-star Magicites or Argent Odin, to my understanding. By the way, I hope you're ready to just see nothing but Gabranth for the next half hour. Because we're fighting him twice in the event, and then we're fighting him twice in the portrait as well. I forget what this song is called from the 12 OST. Seeking Power? Oh, I'm so sore. Today I went over to my parents' place and I spent like an hour and a half doing like hedge trimming, more or less. And then yesterday, holy crap. So yesterday, I went over, and I cannot for the life of me remember the first thing I did, but I was doing something, and my dad makes this off comment of, also we have some bags of rocks that I need you to get out of your mother's car. And I was like, yeah, sure, it's fine. How many could there be? He's like, oh, there's like 10. And I was like, ha 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 ha. Because my dad makes a lot of like dumb jokes like that. Of the same like, ha, I said a number that's completely egregious because it's funny that way. So I do everything else. And then, yeah, but Record Keeper has weight mode now, and it rules. It actually works really well, and the only time that you really have to not use the weight mode is for really high-end content, purely because it does actually mess with the timing of stuff sometimes. So anyway, I eventually get to moving these bags of rocks, and I open up my mom's back car trunk. There we go, that's the word. And lo and behold, there's like 10 bags of rocks in the back of her car. And I just kind of had to stare at it and be like, damn. You hate to see it. I wanted to die by the end of it. It was one of those moments about halfway through, like bag 6, of me going, you know, I declared earlier this week that I wouldn't be streaming today as, you know, just sort of a thing for myself, but man, I am happy that I am not streaming today. So she recently had her shed redone in the back of the yard, and she wants to put rocks around the shed. So this is just one of those things of like, needed to buy enough rocks to surround an entire shed. Like, when I say rocks, I mean, like, decorative rocks sort of stuff. Like, gravel, almost. Pebble. Yeah, landscaping stuff. Still. Sure did carry 10, probably, I'd say between 30 and 40 pound bags. I don't know. You can't weigh that stuff like with my head, but it was enough that it was heavy for me to carry, and I'm not a terribly strong person. I'm like, all right. God, what else did I do yesterday over their house? I really don't remember. All I remember was carrying rocks. Oh, right. We sanded and painted a bunch of tables. That's what it was. Just had to go to Ace Hardware to buy spray paint. Anyway, that's your newbie's weird side story about landscaping for the stream. How's Minmo these days? Healthy, strong. A gremlin. He's gotten into this bad thing of like sorry, I was like lost in thought there and then had the cough. He's gotten to this thing of, for a couple days in a row, I gave him treats before going to stream. So he started going, oh well, clearly I get treats at night now, which I go, alright, yeah, sure, why not? So I started giving him treats every night, and then it turned into, well, I get treats with my meals now, right? To which I go, no. And then he doesn't eat unless there's treats in his bowl. To which I look at him and go, then starve. Because it's like, I'm giving you food. If you choose not to eat your food, that's not my fault. That's your fault. He is extremely becoming a 2-year-old and being very picky about the way he eats at this point. But I'm not going to spoil him. I'm not going to give it... I am treating it like a child in that I'm not going to give in to every one of his demands or else he starts to run the scenario. If he starts acting up, I put him in timeout. Like, I try to get to bed at night, and if he is being a nuisance when I am trying to sleep, I put him outside my bedroom and close the door. That's it. You've lost your privileges of being in the bedroom for the night. You have the rest of the condo now. Enjoy. Aside from that, he's still adorable and I love him. I'll still take pictures of him and post them online. Observant stream watchers will note that this is the same party that I used for Hell House. I was lazy. And shopping, so. Yeah, I was lucky, and Minmo was pretty behaved when I wasn't around. Like, it was one of those things of, I gave him a couple of tries from the word go of like, alright, how do you do if I'm not around? For like an hour. And he just sleeps. He doesn't mess with anything. Like, legitimately. And this is how I know it's not just a bad habit he has, and it's he knows that I don't like it when he does it, so he does it to get my attention of biting wires and things like that. Because he only does it around me and when he wants me to do something. So I just put him in timeout whenever he does it, just to be like, okay, you this is not something I like you doing. Cat stuff. Technically like 4 events. Takes a long time, doesn't it? Now this gives everybody quick cast for a turn, right? That's its bonus. Yeah, it is. We gotta get that dispel on you. Maybe. Yeah, we're fine. Almost. Wait, I did bring Dispel, right? Beans. But. Oh, nice. Yeah, you can get up to speed in 14 now pretty easily. Since they, with each raid tier, they've been introducing a craftable set of armor for people that don't want to grind and just want to spend gil. Which, yeah, it's fine. Okay, if you always do those slots, though, with your silence... That means I should swap it to Patello, and Pain. Now, I don't know if this is gained or lost DPS. I do know I need to punch her now. Actually, let's just Faithful Companion this up at this point. Let's just cut out the middleman. Okay. Yeah, that an element is going to buff her damage with her hero ability enough that it actually will really matter. I think Pain benefits from an element more than most characters in that regard. Okay, so you do recast Mighty Guard once. I think your boy here might be high enough in white magic to get Dispel. He might be our Dispeller. Pain can also knife, but I'd rather her just keep DPSing. If I can slide it off onto on the Tidus, I'd be happy. Alright, so that's the big wombo move. We might be done this turn though. Yeah, if Pain doesn't kill, Tidus will. Alright. Alright, so some slight party adjustments we're going to have to make for Phase 2. Whoops. That was magic. Tidus doesn't have white access? Oh, come on. I thought this was back in the day where they were like religiously making characters equivalent to their in-game version, and Tidus can cast haste. Can't believe this. Alright, well. First things first. Haste is only white 3, but so is Dispel. So first things first, swap these two, that way they don't get dispelled anymore or silenced. Healing is hectic enough that we can't put it on you. You can't use it anyway. Penelo needs both those debuffs. Deuce just can't actually stop healing at any point. So yeah, I think unfortunately we're going to put it on Pain. Celerity has quickness, which is haste. Yeah, I guess. I guess there's somebody in Record Keeper that has ever actually used quickness. Like, you're talking to the guy that has probably used the most of the whole skill set of Record Keeper, and I forgot quickness was a move. Oh, that's banner. Don't want to adjust banner. Party. Rosa has Celerity 1 because of aim. Yeah, they used to do that. A lot of the FF8 crew has black access. Or white access. Just because. Do I try to preempt it? I can't remember if it was turn 1 or turn 2. I'm gonna go for it. Nice. I mean, yeah, back when I wrote guides, and I posted the guide for Adele Ultimate, or Adele Ultimate Double Plus, or whatever it was at the time, and I said, hey, here's a really cool strategy that I don't really see anybody talking about. Shelga is the ability that we all use now because it's party-wide shell, and it's very easy and it's very handy. But if you bring single target shell to this fight, you can actually hit Renoa and she takes less damage from Adele each turn. Because there was like, I didn't mean to hit that ability. There was some version of the Adele fight where Renoa actually took appreciable damage. And you cast shell on her, it like cut the damage in half or something. And yeah, the number of comments I got on that of, I didn't know you could do that. Like, yeah. People need to look at older abilities. And then it got to a point where you don't need to look at older abilities anymore, so, oh well. It's me, I'm the fool. Now you only cast Silence, right? Silence and Confuse. Right, I remember the Confuse now. Well, we have Faithful Companion for Confuse. Also, yeah, you can't cast 6-star heal on enemies because there is no mechanic for enemies having HP shield. boy, he is dealing a lot of damage, I would say. On a scale of 1 to Wumbo, it's pretty Wumbo the amount of damage we're receiving. Beans. That was weirdly instant cast, and I was super confused by what just happened there. Hey Titus, do you have a quick cast turn? Cool. Well, I'm not too worried about this. All in all, it seems to be going pretty alright. That's my blood. Quick rush is 15 seconds of quick cast. You'll love to see it. If Pain double casts on this next turn, we're just done. Which is a great thing to think about. Or I actually think her hero ability does more damage than recasting that Soul Break even if she hit max damage on every hit. One. Oh. Nice. Smooth. I'm looking at the time real quick, and I think I'm going to hop into banner review. As one of the banners we have to review goes away in like 40 minutes.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. As one of the events I did today is a very old event. I thought about doing this. Might be good for just, hey, this is what we're talking about right now. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. Where are we at? Here we go. Oh, right. First the needful.
Ah, okay, here we go.
I believe it's this one. Yes. Marcus got hero ability. 5 hits, win poison instant. And oddly enough, Amarant got a move called Countdown, which was his Hadoken in the game, but it's a heal to one ally. So more or less, he got fire-based, divine
Fire-based healing smite.
Healing smite. Thank you. I was like divine heal, boy. Yes, the fire-based healing smite. Well, slightly reduced because healing smite is 2k and that's 1,500. But what are you gonna do?
It's fine.
It's fine. It's on a monk.
Here's your dyad for the month.
Yeah. Oh wait, this is different. This is healer.
Oh, okay.
Instantly restore a moderate amount of HP to all allies. Last stand haste. Grant arcane dyad. And cap break 1. So it still just puts her in the cap break.
Yeah, like instead of doing some entry damage, it is a heal with extra fluff on it.
And then
the second recast is the actual arcane follow-up.
Yes, it's still a big damage hit.
Which, hey, that works for her because she's doing that whole like healing summon hybrid thing now.
Yep. There you go. 50 physical, wind, poison, non-elemental, Dreambreaker, twin element mode 3, cap break, sync mode. Undermine resistance is 6 physical, wind, poison, non-elemental, wind, poison, imperil 1, briefly, so 5 seconds.
With thief cast time.
Right. Deal wind, poison, non-elemental damage to one enemy. Reduce delay the user's actions for 2 turns. Increase damage to the user's wind and poison abilities. 30%. Reduce delay.
Okay, so the weird thing is that his hero ability is instant cast, so it's not really apparent where it goes on the command list, but the trick is there really isn't a whole lot of poison options.
Yeah, I think it's ability 1 because you're going to be using ability 1 more often than ability 2.
If you are going for poison, and like there will be reasons to go for poison later on, poison leaves and the hero ability are pretty much your best bet. Otherwise, wind, much better options.
Note that these are linked to thief abilities. He can use celerity, but these can only be linked to thief.
Yes.
Which would be his hero ability and the 6-star move and the 5-star wind, bite, leave. I don't know.
The Divine Storm, whatever shit thing.
I don't remember what it's called. Iron Fire Countdown. 15 physical fire, non-elemental. Temporarily grant the user major and power fusion fire. Grant the user sync mode, cap break 1. Grant the user a barrier that reduces damage 10%. Weird. And enter eye for an eye mode.
Yeah, it is because he has a thing that triggers when damage reduction barrier is removed, so it's just a pity damage reduction barrier.
Okay. They wanted to put a trigger in there for damage reduction, so...
Eye for an eye mode is cast Merciless Counter when that is popped, and is removed when it is cast 6 times. And Merciless Counter is one single attack that ignores defense, and gives HP stock 1,000 to all allies, and then another cast of damage reduction barrier to the user.
Okay. Command 1 is 6 physical fire, non-elemental to one enemy, dealing additional damage with crits, so has higher damage on crits. Command 2 is instantly set the user's crit hit chance to 100%, briefly lower the user's defense, and raise their attack. Okay, so Command 2 is meant to make Command 1 wombo.
So hero ability on command 2, and then Iron Fist Fire on command 1. Or possibly like that weird.
No, because
buff.
this is set for
Yeah.
2 turns, so this is hero ability on command 1.
Okay.
And you do command 2 once, command 1 twice.
Yeah, I keep forgetting what the name of that cool monk buff that we have now is, because you could use that to counteract the defense minus 30.
So the weird thing about his counter... Oh, I guess it would break damage cap because he's... Okay, that's it. It's a way to break rages when he gets hit because his counter breaks damage cap because he's in sync mode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spirited Dispatch. Okay, yeah. So just like put Spirited Dispatch on command 2 and then it overwrites the defense minus 30. You just get like a big wumbo buff.
Does
and
it?
Then, 1 sec. It does good enough.
No, like, does it overwrite the buff? I don't know. Those things are weird, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna check real quick. Spirited Dispatch. No, but it is attack and defense plus 50%.
All right.
With also
So
HP stock 2000.
If you're worried about him falling over, you can put Spirited Dispatch on there.
Yeah, so not overwrite, but effectively nullifying that downside.
I don't know, it's neat. I like this.
Yeah.
I like this constant rage breaker that he's got going here.
Yeah, and I honestly think that like Spirited Dispatch for Command 2 is the play because he's also getting high quick cast for 2 turns. So
okay.
yeah, can leverage those Wumbo auto crit hits very well.
Yeah. Glittering Flame. 15 magic fire, non-elemental. Temporarily grant the user major empowering fusion fire. Sync mode. Cap break 1.
Oh god damn it! This is the one that has Wumbo math.
Oh yeah, we're not doing this again.
No, yeah. You can go check the other thing that we did.
Yeah, go look at the. I think it was the summer. No, it was the autumn fest VOD of how math. How do math?
We spent like 15 minutes hitting the books on this one. It's very exhaustive. It is good.
Yes, it's good. It is just look up a video or something for how to use this because it's really weird.
There are like a ton of weird interactions going on with it.
And apparently new information is coming. No. Yo. We're doing this. We're doing the science.
Alright.
Everyone shut up. It's time to do the science.
Hang on, I gotta go check my spreadsheets.
Now, he has a hero ability. I'm just going to use Meltdown and Chain Fire Raja. You know, bear with me. That's what we're doing here. And, again, I'm just going to give him, like, a magic booster. Because I'm lazy. But we are doing the science today. This exists in the game now. We don't have to be like, I wish I could try this out because I can. This is purely just for haste. Actually, I can just turn weight off. Or, no, maybe I shouldn't. I don't want sync mode to run out. Big stick.
The big stick.
Vivi's charging. Vivi's getting powerful. Okay, that's stacking. That is continuing to stack.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember, like...
It's 4.
How...
It's 4 for cap. Here
yeah, 4 for cap, but how is he getting the charges if it resets?
Two. 3. 4. 5. And then Chain Fire Rush.
5.
Yeah, it's alright.
I forgot that Command 2 is technically NAT and a buff, so...
Okay, so I think what that is you actually link his hero ability to Command 2. That way you're actually getting... you're doing a bunch of damage while you're building up. And then, yeah, Chain Fire Raja to Command 1.
Yeah, that was just my kind of thing, because I was like, wait, how does he... Because Command 2 is a flat buff, it is not, like, an actual fire ability on its own.
Correct.
We're talking about Command 1 where to do that.
Yeah, that is what Kite said in the chat of... you can safely link an ability to Command 2 because your linked ability counts as a chaser. So...
It's good.
Yeah. What is time permitted?
Time permitted is just your stacks.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Increase the damage used with fire abilities up to a very large amount. Plus fire abilities used by the user trigger any additional time up to 4.
Yeah, so up to 4 he gets Quint Cast Fire and damage cap, an extra 10,000 on the damage cap, and up to 70% boosted fire ability, all for 1 turn at max stacks.
Yeah, I'm so happy they put focus in as a mechanic.
Uh-huh.
It's so dumb. I love it. Blazing God Fist. 15 physical fire, non-elemental to 1 enemy. Temporarily grant the user Empower Infusion Fire. Set the user's crit hit chance to 100%. Awoken Power Throw Mode. Cap rank 1. Unlimited Fire. Reduce the user's fire abilities based on the rank. Cause fire abilities to trigger a follow-up. Flaming Spare Change. 6. Range physical fire.
Just after using any fire ability. And, yeah, triple casting speed. So instead of double cast, he just gets a chaser at the end of everything.
Yep, not bad.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Bear in mind, too, the crit status is 25 seconds.
Yeah, so he has that past the awakening. It's fine. Perfectly serviceable. Hey, so let's talk about things I have from Marcus, of all people. Blade Gambit, 15 physical wind, poison, non-elemental. Temporarily grant the user Awoken Tantalus mode, cap rank 1, twin element mode, and a bonus effect mattering on the number of FF9 allies.
Stronger Imperil and also instant cast for 1 turn and plus 30% weakness boost to all allies if the max amount are there.
So going down the list here, we have 1 Imperil for 1 hero, 2 Imperil for 2 hero, 2 Imperil and remove delay for 1 turn for all allies for 3, and for 4 or more it is Imperil 2, remove delay, and increase damage 30%. And then everything else is just, double cast, poison wind, and, twin
it's just
element
good
mode
Imperil
for,
tech.
Yeah. Switch draw for poison wind. Delicious discovery. This one whips. Attack mine 50% buff. Haste. Reduce delay of all allies' physical attacks. That's a status. Awoken Frog Catcher mode and causes every third support ability used by the user to trigger a follow-up Golden Frog or Frog Stomp. I think it's a 50-50 either way.
Yeah, it's either let's see. It's auto crit for 1 turn and critical damage for plus 50% for 1 turn to all allies, and then casts Frog Stomp after using 3 support abilities, which is an overflow hit.
Oh, it triggers both. That's an end, not an
Yes.
or. I think the or is in his stuff. Cause support ability used by user to trigger up a follow-up green frog. No?
Yeah, after using any support abilities, not just a number. Like, he just gives everybody the auto crit and the crit damage.
No.
And Frog Stomp is after 3.
No. Causes every third support ability used by the user to trigger a follow-up Gold Frog and Frog Stomp. So Gold Frog and Frog Stomp are only every third. Green Frog is every time.
So what does Green Frog do?
It's a 1k HP heal. That's it. At least that's what how I'm reading this. As it says, cause every third support to trigger Gold Frog and Frog Stomp, and in the Awakening mode is Green Frog. I mean, he also gets Quick Cast for support.
Yeah, like,
abilities,
that's what I was saying. Like, Green Frog is not listed as a status on the bot. It's just says that it restores 1,000 HP, so it didn't bother giving it the status. So it's probably right in the game.
Yeah, it is part of Awoken Frog Catcher mode.
Yes.
So that's why it's not there.
Okay,
yeah, passive healing and 1 big turn.
It's just really good.
Yeah. What is it? Oh, quick fire chain for Vivi? Really? Alright, sure.
Sure. If anyone knows how to cast fire, it would be Vivi.
Yeah. Dreambreaker chain for Quina.
Yeah, makes sense. Good use of their Transpar.
Yes. Ultra for Marcus, 10 physical, win poison. Non-elemental, reduce delay the user's actions for 1 turn, twin element mode 2, and every second thief ability triggers poison trick, which is Imperil 1.
It's a mug.
Poison. Yeah, it's a mug. Imperil 1, poison win, buff, poison win 1.
A really good USB.
Speaking of good USBs,
Oh my god, this
Quina gets Regenga, Astra, Reduced Delay as a status to the user, and a Brave mode based off of support abilities, which has a execution of 6 ranged hits and 1 bar of Soul Break.
which they already get their, like, Trance already gives them a full 500.
I'd say if you link this with Wrath, I don't know the exact numbers here, but I would say if you link this with Wrath, you could probably, this is instant, you could probably cycle this every other turn.
Yeah, here's the thing.
Every 3 turns.
They have a lot of really good support USBs that they can be casting.
Yeah, but like you could Wrath once, ability 3, cast this again. So for very status effect heavy fights, you could have an Astra up every 3 turns.
Yes.
Not to mention the Regenga, which is also very good. Hold up. This is wild. Hold up. Kite says, nice thing is that Quina's heroic ability, when it comes out later, is an entrust that only sends 1 bar of Soul Break. And then gives Quina 2 turns of Quick Cast.
Yeah, so this is High Tide. Transfers the user's Soul Break points to the target to a maximum of 500, and Quick Cast 2 to the user.
That's nuts, because that is the thing about entrust builds that is always really annoying, is I don't want to send my whole bar. I just want to send them, like, some bar.
By the way, it's reduced, like, it is celerity speed.
Yeah, alright, Quina. Fire off.
Yeah, like, here's the thing, like, Mog pops off on magic teams, Quina pops off on physical teams.
A, remove delay and empower fire for Vivi. And that's it. There's literally just 1 glint on this.
Hey, if you need fire, this is the place to get it. Also, Queen is here.
Yeah, it's a solid fire banner. Marcus's stuff is weird, but all right. Again, they keep turn-wising him into poison, but I think in degree to wind, he is fine.
It's also going to pay off, considering that poison will get some support later on.
Poison gets support, but I will always say, in the overarching game, don't invest in poison because there's literally one piece of endgame content for poison.
Yeah, like, also bear in mind, I'm the guy who just, like, is constantly going up to bat for poison, so, like, take my shit with a grain of salt.
Exactly. That said, if you want to clear that Odin fight as poison, Marcus is probably one of your go-tos for it, because I think he is one of the only poison imperilers in the game.
Yeah, the only other person besides him is, like, Edgar's Super Soul Break.
Yep. A quick glance at Banner 2. We have Aiko Sync here, which was the weird summon white magic hybrid, because it gives her major wind. It's a big heal, major wind, and cause white magic abilities to trigger an additional time. Okay. So, yeah. It causes white magic abilities to trigger an additional time, so like her Medica here triggers twice, but her summoning doesn't. Yeah, it's neat. Fine for what it tries to do. Twin Medine is her heal. It's another one. It's her hybrid. Another Lord. Hybrid. It's another one of her hybrid soul breaks. However, this one is more focused on healing than her other ones were. Also, what the heck is this remix of the FF9 boss music from? Is this from Dissidia?
I mean, if it has a lot of thrashing and techno beats and shit, I'm gonna assume yes.
No, it has Latin chanting.
Oh.
Or chanting just in general.
Well, probably also Dissidia, for being honest.
Anyway.
I mean, okay, original, yeah. That.
Sure, why not? Sure. So yeah, this one's more healing focused. It's fine for what it tries to do. Another Aiko. Why do you get 2 awakenings on one banner? Because this is the DPS one. That's why. It literally just hit me. Yes. This one is entirely more DPS focused because it wind in elements are yes, and the first one doesn't. Okay, it's a metal. There's a bit of a medley here because it's going into like the main theme of 9. This is neat. So yeah, the Dreambreaker one, but like the one for Steiner that actually works a lot for what he wants to do. There's I can climb across.
Beatrix is solid.
I seem to remember this having this weird thing of like
Okay, cast Crossbreak after using 3 holy attacks.
I still remember her having this thing about like having a last stand and having something if that last stand triggers, but I might be thinking of a different character.
Yeah, you probably are. I don't see anything on here about that.
The big thing is that this also imperils an entry.
Yeah.
Her synchro does that. Okay. I'm glad I wasn't going crazy. Fire, Thorns, Awakening. And that it's that selfish Fire Thorns that breaks damage cap. So, perfectly fine.
Also, critical damage plus 50% as a status for him.
Yep. Instant heal, last stand, reduce delay. As a USB is always good. There's your Mighty Guard, Glint. I think this is just go fast and yeah, Empowered Infusion on the 3 central elements. Power Infusion and reduce delay for night abilities. Power Infusion and reduce delay for turn. Small chance to Medica with summons. And that's it.
Actually pretty good.
Yeah, I actually really like this one for a 5-star. Like, I usually will poo-poo the 5 stars on these banners, but yeah, this one's good. I actually like this. It helps with her whole DPS side of things. Oh, this is the song that they used for 9 Bahamut. Okay.
Alright.
But yeah, on the whole, it's an alright banner 2 for the 12 minutes that it's going to stay around for. Look, these banner reviews are a little late, but honestly, I do the banner reviews so I can get in my head some of these new moves. Let's peep what those 12 things are going to do.
Oh. Okay. So what do we got? Vayne and Rex.
Vayne gets a 6-hit, physical or magic. That's it.
Good because he's he's hybrid.
He is one of the few characters that can actually run that hybrid stuff really well.
Yeah, they gave him a lot of good tech that leverages his hybrid stuff well.
And then Rex got a 6-hit physical lightning. That's it, which is fine.
Okay.
That's what he do.
That's what he do. Yeah.
That's what he do, Yug.
It's a dyad.
Hold that thought for a moment there. No. That song is loud, and they're going ham on the shamisen, thank you. That instrument, you knew exactly what I was talking about, but I was garbling my words.
Yeah, don't worry, I got your back, man.
It's a dyad.
It's a dyad, yep.
Okay, here we go. Real shit. 15 ranged, physical, magic, dark, non-elemental, Dreambreaker. No. Temporarily raise attacker magic of the user 50% and defense 50%. Grant the user Empower Infusion Dark, Sync Mode, Cap Break, and enter Scheming Statesman's mode. Damn, these are big.
So this is a trance.
Is that trance mode?
Yeah, it's a trance. Gives him guts and casts Evil Sephiroth as a chaser, which is 5 single-range hybrid attacks that ignore death or resistance, and then removes that status from the user. So it is it's a revenge chaser. You pop the trance, then you just get blasted with that.
I'm sorry, the song is bizarre. Alright, so on these abilities, we have a 6 range physical or magic, dark, non-elemental to one enemy, deal a moderate to very small amount of damage back to the user, increase the user's cap break level by 1 for 1 turn, damage dealt to the user decreases depending on the number of times this ability
It's Demon's Cross.
Yeah, it's Demon's Cross. That also gives cap break level 1.
Yeah, and so the range on self-harm is 25%, 15%, and then 5%.
Okay, hold up. Number 2 is deal range, physical, or magic, dark, non-elemental that breaks the damage cap to one target. If the user has Scheming Statesman mode, also deal very heavy damage to the user proportional to the max HP, and increase the damage of the user's dark abilities a moderate amount for 2 turns.
Yeah, so it just pops his trance right off the bat.
No.
No?
He only does that if he's already in his trance. Oh, wait. Maybe I'm misunderstanding.
Yeah, Scheming Statesman mode is the condition for making the trance. Like, it's not the trance itself, it is the, I'm going to do a trance thing.
Okay. I see.
Yeah, so this is just basically,
Command
I
2
want to
and
pop
Command
my
1,
trance
yeah.
on demand.
My misunderstanding.
Which, hey, that's good.
Yeah, it's fine. Command 2 into Command 1 with a hero ability on Command 1 is probably the way you want to go there.
Yeah, especially since Command 1 is very good from what I'm seeing. Like, if that's just Demon's Cross that scales really well and also has a damage cap up for 1 turn.
It's better than
yeah,
Demon's Cross. It hits one more time as well.
Yeah, it hits one more time. And also, yeah, like the scaling is good. Like Demon Cross, eventually you don't have to worry about that self-harm anymore because the damage is negligible.
Dalmascan Hazard. 15. Physical, lightning, non-elemental, major and power infusion lightning, sync mode, cap break, bonus effects mattering on realm members.
Imperil Prismatic, huh?
Wow. Wow!
I don't think we've ever seen that before, my dude.
Imperil 3, all resistances.
All brews are now legal.
This is clearly for Torment Dreambreakers, because that's when you would have that sort of mass, different number of elements going. But this is to deal with the fact that literally everybody is a different element in 12.
Yes.
Which is a problem with 12 if you are trying to build an elemental team based on 12, is that you can't.
12 has a lot of weird
I'm like,
synergy problems.
Here, let's do a quick looky-loo right here. Let me sort by 12. I think there's 2. There's 1 overlap, because there's wind, fire, ice, holy, lightning, dark, healer, dark, lightning. So there's 2 overlaps.
Bosch technically has fire and holy, so he overlaps with Balthier, but like you want Balthier.
And Fran is technically ice, lightning, so she overlaps with the other 2. But like, yeah, 12 is all over the place.
Yeah. Like, bear in mind when the FF12 Torment came out, we were really strapped for any magic or hybrid buffs in general in that realm.
Yep. Looking at his commands. 6 physical lightning, non-elemental to an enemy, increase damage to the user's lightning abilities for 1 turn, instantly deal 3 physical lightning, and reduce delay of the user's actions for 3 turns. Very simple, command 2 into command 1, hero ability on command 1.
Yeah, you're really here for the prismatic stuff.
Yep.
Also,
again, that hero ability does healing, so that's not the worst.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's 5 hit healing.
I would definitely bring Rex, like, not just to 12, but like, if you want to main lightning for a thing, you know, just like, I want to take lightning to this event fight or whatever.
If you land this, Rex is on your lightning teams pretty much, because that Imperil 3 is wild. Because that's not a short Imperil, that is... Oh, wait, you need to have a bunch of... Okay, that doesn't work. Because you need to have 12 members. Though,
I completely forgot about that.
And yeah, it's up to 3 for the 1 Imperil. So yeah, that really doesn't actually work on other things. This is mainly for Dreambreakers and Torments.
I mean, it goes back to our original point that it addresses a lot of the issues that 12 has.
Precisely. Now, the thing I wonder is if this is a status of Prismatic Imperil, or if this is Imperil 3 every element. So, if you have another person doing Imperils, does that become an Imperil 4 for that?
According to the bot, it does say Imperil Prismatic as the status, but when I look it up over here, it is Imperil Holy Dark Fire, like, it just lists all of them.
Okay, so it's probably Imperil each.
Yeah, and then it shorthands it to Imperil
Actually, here's the way to look it up. Look up a Hero Crystal.
Okay.
Because remember, when Hero Crystals do their attack, not the entrance, but their attacks, they also imperil every element. See if that's also listed as an Imperil Prismatic. Actually,
Yeah, like, I don't actually have the keyword for Hero Crystals, dude.
Yeah, don't worry. I had that realization and then went, oh wait, I can do it myself.
For all elements, okay. Does not say prismatic.
Yeah, it says all elements. Okay. Well, who can say? I can just do the trial thing, go and test. Damn. What a concept. Hold up, let me find somebody else that does Imperil and Entrance. I think Balthier has something that does that. Nope.
Can't you just do the trial thing to test it? Yes.
Yes, I could. You're right. Desh has Imperil and Entrance. Orb of Destiny is Imperil 2 Lightning. Okay. We have the technology. We have to have a party that fits the requirements.
Imperil Prismatic is 10% if 0 party members are there. It only asks for 4 to get the 30, so should be good.
Whatever.
Cool. Yeah, fuck it, let's ride.
Does that say 3 or less?
3 or less is 10%. 4 is 30%.
Up to 3. Okay, yeah. Anyway. We have the technology, that's what matters. Now I want to get a peep at what this looks like.
Oh damn, mine was in the soul break anyway. That's cute.
Okay, so that is this system of like it's doing each one individually. It's not an individual status, which kind of already answers my question, but you know, whoop, right. That becomes a command. I can't defend anymore.
Alright, time to find the 5.
5. Okay, yeah.
Hell yeah, gamers.
Dope. It's good. The soul break is good. Period. Oh, crunch. So yeah, he's fine on any lightning team then. You'll always get the Imperil 1 at the very least. So. Yeah.
Yeah.
4 big hits.
The 5th hit is traded for it. He's hybrid.
Yeah, exactly. Beat me to it. Stygian Wave. 15 ranged physical magic, dark non-elemental. To an enemy, remove delay from all allies' actions for 1 turn. Temporarily grant the user Power Fusion Dark. Temporarily grant the user Awoken Ambition mode. Cap break 1. Attack depends on user stats. Unlimited dark abilities, reduce delay of the user's dark abilities based on the rank, and has a follow-up that is 6 hits.
6 hits and buff dark for 15 seconds to all allies every second activation.
Yeah.
Hey.
Vayne just continuing that weird, like, I'm a DPS, but also I buff people. He's always been like that.
Yeah.
Like, he has a ultra that its entrance gives everybody instant cast.
Also just kind of like selfish in some aspects, because like his first awakening was just, he gets a very big stat buff to himself.
Mm-hmm. Dalmascan Oath. 15 physical lightning, non-elemental, Dreambreaker. As soon as I hit that attack magic defense resistance, I'm like, okay, I know exactly what the rest of this is. It's a Dreambreaker.
What is the bonus flavor of the month? It is up to 75% damage reduction barrier to 1 turn for all allies, depending on how many FF12 allies are there.
Also the 30% moderate boost to weakness.
Yes.
Dreambreaker Chain for Bosch. 10 physical lightning, non-elemental. Last Stand, Empowered Lightning. And grant the user's lightning abilities.
Speed combo with
speed
guts.
Combo. Yeah. Speed combo
with guts.
Speed combo with guts, and it still gives him an element is actually really good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's
Savage Breaker.
Yeah, Savage Breaker, an element.
Immediately twice as good as your normal Savage Breaker because he's hybrid.
Yeah. 2 instant gauges. for Bosch.
Bosch does support. Yeah, okay, you go off Bosch.
6-star damage booster.
35%, hell yeah.
6-star damage booster.
35%, hell yeah.
Both these characters actually hyper need that. Because he's split, he generally ends up dealing less damage than most characters, so that 35% is actually super useful. And Rex is kind of a hard support, so his stats and damage are generally lower than most other characters. But this would legitimately fix those on both of them.
Pairs very well with the fact that like these characters also have double cast on their dives.
Yep. Just 25%, not 35. I think it's 35 for double cast is what it is.
35% double cast, yeah.
Yeah.
1 sec.
While you do that, I'm going to peep Banner 2.
Just flat increases dark. Yeah, okay, it's 25%. Still good.
Still good. Again, they need that. Entrance and Major Infusion. 6 hits. Damage reduction barrier. Instant 3. If the user has damage reduction barrier, also do a reduction of defense resistance and mind. So command 1 into trying to hit command 2 if you want. Or just keep doing command 1, who cares? It's a 40% reduction to all allies. Weirdly, like, defensive Vaughn here.
And, like, also, the fact that command 2 is instant cast means that you can just slap on the crush whenever you need to.
Yeah, if you have that damage reduction barrier still up. That's what the caveat there is. Luminescence is 15 physical win, Empower Infusion win, Cap Break 1, remove delay from the user's thief actions, and cause every second thief ability used by the user to infuse them again.
We give up. We'll give Vaughn an element. Stop calling us.
Yeah. And that's it. Moderate ability boost, double cast. Zoom. Ice Lightning, reduce delay. Woken Viero mode, Cap Break 1, Twin Element mode 2, cause every third ice or lightning ability used by the user to trigger a follow-up. Flowering Mist. So that's Ice Lightning with a Chaser. And
Yeah,
Flowering Mist is a mug.
Okay,
No.
good.
A mug, and yet more so, because it also infuses. Because she doesn't infuse on entrance. She has a twin element mode instead. So... Huh, weird. She stacks
That's good
fast.
stuff.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah. Soothing Wave is instant heal. Last Stand, haste. Astra, Asuna, and Awoken Potion mode, which has a chaser of 1,500 heal and Asuna again.
Good.
Yes. This caveat, though, of white mage only doesn't work with support abilities. This is his hard healing awakening. Untouchable Hellfire, 15 range physical fire, Infusion Fire, Awakening, Cap Break 1, reduce delay of the user's actions, cause every second fire ability to trigger a follow-up Scorching Shot, which is just 6 hits.
Now it's their high quick cast as a status.
Yep. And you can still imperil off of this, or you could go full DPS. It's up to your choosing. Wait, actually, hold up. No. Instant heal with a crit damage buff and quick cast.
Bear in mind this is a status.
Yeah, all right. Realm Chain. Base Realm Chain. That's it.
Base room. Yep.
Quick Ice Chain. In element with remove delay. 2 bars, as she does a lot of supporting stuff. Power Infusion Fire, and fill Gauge by 1, because he does a lot of supporting stuff as well.
Yep.
But wants to be DPS. Every third ice ability used by the user to imperil Ice 1. Guaranteed.
6-star Imperil Legend Materia is quite good.
Stack that on her other things, and she imperils very, very fast and consistently as well. Because this also imperiled, right? Yes.
If you want another crack at friend stuff, then you know where to get it.
Yep. It's a solid banner, too. Well. It's about that time. So it's getting really close to these probably being reset. So I'm just gonna pull on this tactics one. Because I really don't know when we're gonna get another tactics banner. I would have thought it would have happened by now. And this is the
When the fuck did we get it last time?
It's a while at this point. And this is the only realm I haven't pulled on yet. Oh, I'm getting like a billion notifications on my phone. Event draw, stamina full. Oh, I gotta move my car. That's right.
How nice of Final Fantasy Record Keeper to inform you have to move your car.
Well, no, I just remembered that they're cleaning. They're repaving the roads tomorrow.
Check and make sure that my kittens are not incredibly confused by me yelling at the top of my lungs about a computer game over here.
They will for a bit, and then they get used to it.
I'm just kind of walled up in my room, and they're like, "What the fuck is he doing in there?"
That's how it was with Memo. So then he's like, "Oh, that's just the thing that he does." Yay!
Enjoy your Ovilia whatever thing.
Yay! It's trash.
Do you have anybody else besides? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, we got stuff. Believe you me. I think this is the longest time we've been in between, like, where they haven't reset the banners. Because again, I almost have all the elemental ones done too.
Okay, so this is just a matter of I can just feel it in the wind.
Yeah, I feel like it's around the corner.
Well,
Ramu? Could be anyone. Kuja? That might be Kuja.
no, that's Garnet.
I see.
Oh, I didn't realize that you didn't have one of her bursts.
Why is this in Peril Lightning?
Why not?
Yeah, I haven't had this one, which is a shame because this is the very good one.
Yeah, this is actually like this is one of the really good bursts. Still,
Yeah.
just a grab bag of good and useful effects.
Next week I'll probably attempt more Magislate garbage because I really need to just sit down and put stuff into a database so that I can easily look at stuff and try and figure out, like, hey, can I do thing? Is thing possible?
Can I get a fucking Arginode and this element, please?
Don't do Ifrit. Look, I was thinking about Ifrit. It's a shame, but I was thinking of Ifrit.
I mean, you have a ton of really stupid physical water.
I have a lot of really stupid physical water. Do I have ARIA USB? I think I do, actually.
Oh shit, so. That's Ash's USB 1.
It sure is. They sure are. There's actually something that I've been thinking about, like, consistently over the last couple of days before stepping up to the stream. And I do not remember, and I think I took his stuff, but I can't remember if... No, I don't have his sync. Okay. What? Where are we on syncs? Let's see what syncs I have. Rarity, no. Type series, no. Soul Break. Soul Break. Soul Break. Sync. Okay, so. Apparently a lot at this point.
I didn't realize you had Refias.
Neither did I. So Dark Knight Cecil. So I have a Dark Sync there. That's Lightning.
Lightning, of course.
Terra, right. Right, Pain.
Pain.
Right.
Harshicon.
My boy. It's right, I did get Rasmo. That's 2 Dark Syncs. We might need to assemble a Dark team. Oh, so I don't have Refias. She was just using it.
Oh, whack.
So, and then, yeah, with... There's Wind Magic, there's Earth. That was Fire. And there's another Ice. So I have 2 Ice, 2 Dark.
And then a Lars Sync down there. Okay.
Yeah, healer, you know. And I don't think... Oh, no, there are 2 Armor Syncs. There's Earth Physical. And... Right, this one just happened. I didn't have I didn't have a way to slide him into the fire team.
Damn.
So yeah. What was that? Sephiroth and Dark Cecil, right? Well, not a lot more going on, but there is that right there.
Oh, I love that game.
I mean, that could be good for when the first infusion dispel occurs, because this automatically gives him 3, so we don't need to do that at the start. But there's that. Oh, this is that really wonky.
This is the really bananas one that makes you commit to Stone Skin.
Yeah, he really didn't get anything in between that and anything else.
I'm gonna... Oh, fuck. Dark Knight Cecil has 2 syncs. I was not prepared for this mix-up.
Oh, hey, also... Anyway, oh, that's the Fire Awakening, though. That doesn't count.
You have his USB 2, which is basically an awakening.
True dat. There it is. Do have that.
Yeah.
I
like,
think
the only...
we could make Dark work.
Yeah. Like, the only tricky thing with the USB 2 is that his sync already gives him auto-crit.
Oh, right. The thing would be the USB would be used once the sync runs out, because the fight's going to go longer than 1 sync cast.
Yes. I just don't know, and I don't really think that, like, making the cap go all the way to 5 nines is going to be worth it if you're still not, like, hitting that cap.
Correct, which is why we would cast the USB after his sync runs out. Anywho, I'm going to end this YouTube video.